AJ 104 Learning Activity 3. Problem 2.1. Identify the functional groups in the following molecules. A. Acrylic acid. 2 functional groups, alkenes and carboxylic acid. This carbon double bonded to carbon is the alkenes. And this one carbon and one OH is bonded to carbon oxygen. This is called carboxylic acid. Letter B. Aspirin, 3 functional groups, the arine, carboxylic acid, and the alkyl. This part here is arine. It has alternating double and single bonds in a 6-membered ring of carbon atoms. This is the carboxylic acid. Alkyl. It is a methyl. It is a methyl group derived from methane, containing 1 carbon atom and 3 hydrogen atoms, having the chemical formula CH3. So this is alkyl. Letter C. Glucose, 6 functional groups, aldehyde, alcohol, carboxylic acid, ketones, alkanes, and hydroxymethyl. This part here is aldehyde. Have at least 1 hydrogen bonded to carbon oxygen. Alcohol. This is alcohol. Have a 1 carbon atom bonded to the hydroxyl group OH. This is alcohol. Carboxylic acid. This is carboxylic acid. Have 1 carbon and 1 OH bonded to carbon oxygen. Ketones. This is ketones. Have 2 carbon bonded to carbon oxygen. Alkanes. So this is alkanes. Contain only carbon and hydrogen atoms. And they have only carbon bond and carbon hydrogen single bonds, and contains the maximum possible number of hydrogen per carbon. And the last one is the hydroxymethyl. It has 4 carbon bonds and 2 hydrogen bonds. So 4 carbon bonds and 2 hydrogen bonds. And 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 from the hydroxyl group. It has 4 carbon atoms, carbon bonds, and 2 hydrogen atoms, and 1 from hydroxyl group, that is hydroxymethyl. AJ 104 Learning Activity 3. Problem 2.9. Give IUPAC names for the following alkanes. Letter A. The 3 isomers of C5H12. So this is the first isomer, which is pentane. The second is 2-methylbutane, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. And the substituent is on carbon 2, which is methyl. Then, this is the third isomer, 2,2-methylbutane. Letter B, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon, hexane. And in carbon 3 and carbon 4, we have methyl. So that is methylhexane. Then, letter C, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon, which is pentane. And in carbon 2 and carbon 4, we have methyl. So, 2,4-methylpentane. Letter D, we have 1 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is heptane. And in carbon 3, we have methyl. And carbon 6, we have 2 methyl. That is dimethyl. So we have 3 methyl, 6 dimethyl heptane.
Problem 2.4. Draw structures for the 5 isomers of C6H14. Isomers are compounds that consist of the same number and kind of atoms, arranged in a different order. For example, carbon C can form 4 bonds. So for long hydrocarbons molecules, many constitutional isomers are possible. These 5 isomers are called constitutional isomers because each structure contains the same number of carbon atoms and the same number of hydrogen atoms. These 5 structures have the same molecular formula but different in the arrangement of carbon atoms in the main chain. In first isomers, we have 6 carbon, so that we call this N-hexane. In the second isomer, we have 5 carbon and it is called pentane, and it is 2-methylpentane. Third isomer is methylpentane because there are 5 carbon and third carbon is a methyl. In fourth isomer, have 4 carbon, so it is butane. In 2 and 3 carbon is dimethyl, so that it is called dimethylbutane. In the fifth isomer, have 4 carbon and it is also butane. And carbon 2 is called methyl, so that it is dimethylbutane. In problem 2.8, identify the carbon atoms in the following molecules as primary, secondary, tertiary, or quaternary. Primary carbons are connected to 1 carbon only. Secondary carbons are connected to 2 carbon atoms. Tertiary carbons are connected to 3 carbon atoms, and 4 carbons are connected to a carbon, then it is a quaternary carbon. Primary carbons are carbons attached to 1 other carbon and 3 hydrogens, also known as a methyl or CH3. Secondary carbons are attached to 2 other carbons and 2 hydrogens, also known as methylene or CH2 carbons. Tertiary carbons are attached to 3 other carbons and 1 hydrogen, also known as methane, R3CH carbons. Finally, quaternary carbons are attached to 4 other carbons.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Organic Chemistry. I am GCG Monopolio, 18 years old, from Baslay, Dawin, Negros Oriental, taking Bachelor of Science major in Agronomy. So now, I will explain the answer in Lesson 3, Problem 2.10. And in Lesson 4, I will explain the answer in Problem 2.20 and Problem 2.21. Now, I will explain the answer. Welcome to Organic Chemistry, AG 104, Lesson 3, Problem 2.10 Draw structures corresponding to the following IUPAC names. So the IUPAC name is 3,4-dimethyl-nonene. So the drawing of the structures is meron po siyang siyam na carbon. The longest chain of the carbon is 9. So, sa carbon 1 ay meron po siyang tatlong hydrogen. Sa carbon 2 naman, meron po siyang dalawang hydrogen. At sa carbon 3 naman, meron po siyang isang hydrogen. But, nagkaroon po siya ng branch. Sa branch niya, meron pong isang carbon at tatlong hydrogen. So, dito naman sa carbon 4, meron siyang isang hydrogen but nagkaroon po siya ng branch. So, isang carbon at tatlong hydrogen. So, kaya po ito 3 dahil dito po siya nagkaroon ng branch sa carbon 3. At 4 naman dahil dito naman nagkaroon ng branch sa carbon 4. So, patuloy tayo. Carbon 5 is meron po siyang dalawang hydrogen. Carbon 6, meron po siyang dalawang hydrogen. Carbon 7, meron po siyang dalawang hydrogen. Carbon 8, meron po siyang dalawang hydrogen. Carbon 9, meron po siyang tatlong hydrogen. So, the IUPAC name is 3,4-dimethyl-nonene. Kasi, nonene, dahil the longest chain of carbon is 9. And then, dimethyl, kasi dalawa po ang branch. Dito sa carbon 3 at sa carbon 4. So, 3,4-dimethyl-nonene. So, that's all and thank you. Letter B. The IUPAC name is 3-ethyl-4,4-dimethyl-heptene. So the drawing of the structures is, this is the drawing of the structures. So, carbon 1 is, meron po siyang tatlong hydrogen. Sa carbon 2, meron po siyang dalawang hydrogen. Sa carbon 3, meron po siyang isang hydrogen. But, nagkaroon po siya ng branch. So, merong dalawang, sa branch, merong dalawang carbon at 5 hydrogen. So, this is 3-ethyl. At dito naman, sa carbon 4, ay nagkaroon ng dalawang branch. Dito sa itaas at dito sa ibaba. So, dito sa itaas, meron pong isang carbon at tatlong hydrogen. At dito naman, sa ibaba, merong isang carbon at tatlong hydrogen. So, 4. 4 kasi, dito po nagkaroon ng branch sa carbon 4. At dimethyl, kasi, dalawa po ang branch. So, patuloy tayo. Dito sa carbon 5, merong dalawang hydrogen. At dito naman sa carbon 6, merong dalawang hydrogen. At dito naman sa carbon 7, merong tatlong hydrogen. At the longest chain of the carbon is 7. So that's why this is heptene. At the IUPAC name is 3-ethyl-4,4-dimethyl-heptene. So, yun lang po. Letter C. The IUPAC name is 2,2-dimethyl-4-propyl-octene. So, this is the drawing of the structures. So, carbon 1, meron po siyang tatlong hydrogen. At sa carbon 2 naman, ay walang hydrogen. But, nagkaroon po siya ng dalawang branch. dito sa itaas at dito sa ibaba. Sa itaas, meron po siyang isang carbon at 3 hydrogen. At ang branch naman dito sa ibaba ay meron siyang isang carbon at 3 hydrogen. So, 2, dahil nagkaroon po siya ng carbon ng branch dito sa carbon 2 at 2 dahil dalawa po ang kanyang branch. Dimethyl kasi dalawa po ang kanyang branch. At dito naman sa carbon 3 ay merong 2 hydrogen. At dito naman sa carbon 4 ay meron siyang isang hydrogen. But nagkaroon siya ulit ng branch. So sa branch na ito ay meron pong 3 carbon at 7 hydrogen. So 4 kasi dito po nagbabranch sa carbon 4 at propane 4 propane dahil dito po nagkaroon ng branch sa carbon 4. So carbon 5, meron po siyang 2 hydrogen. At dito naman sa carbon 6, meron namang 2 hydrogen. Dito naman sa carbon 7 ay merong 3 hydrogen. So, the IUPAC name is 2,2-dimethyl 4-propyl octane. At ito po ang kanyang drawing sa structures. So, yun lang po. Letter D. So, the IUPAC names is 2,2,4-thimethyl pentene. And this is the drawing of the structures. So, carbon 1 ay meron po siyang 3 hydrogen. Carbon 2, wala po siyang hydrogen but nagkaroon po siya ng 2 branch. Sa itaas na branch, meron pong isang carbon at 3 hydrogen. Dito naman sa ibabang branch, meron siyang isang carbon at 3 hydrogen. So, dahil dito nagkaroon ng branch sa carbon 2. At dahil 2 yung kanyang branch. So, dito naman sa carbon 3 ay mayroong 2 hydrogen. Dito naman sa carbon 4 ay mayroong isang hydrogen. 4 kasi dito nagkaroon ng 2 branch. At dito naman sa itaas na branch, mayroong isang carbon at 3 hydrogen. At dito naman sa ibaba, mayroong isang carbon at 3 hydrogen. So, that's why 2,2,4-trimethyl pentane. And this is the drawing of the structures. That's all and thank you.